Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Today I do want to show you how to crochet this small pretty little bag, which is very in right now because I have seen that fur bags, they are called like this right now apparently. This is a new trend and everybody wants to have a fur bag or not. I do want to have one, that's why I tried to replicate one using velvet. I will link for you all the yarn and everything that I used in the description portion down below, but also you have the written pattern on my website, so you can just jump over there too if you want to have a step-by-step written with photos written pattern, and also in the same time you can come here and watch the tutorial. And I did this a very small baguette bag, but I have plans for the future, you know, bigger teddy bear bags. And so, if you are already in the future, probably I've been linking them somewhere, here, up there, anywhere. But if you are watching me now that I'm posting this video, watch out and be sure to subscribe so you will have the notification when I post those other teddy bear fur bags, okay? So, without further ado, let's just get into it. For this project, I am going to use Chanel Baby Light in this dusty pink, very light pink, and also a 5mm hook. All the links to the materials that I have used, I will drop them in the description box down below. So first I'm going to crochet 2 panels, front and back, and they are going to be crocheted with the same pattern. So for that I am going to do a slip knot. And then I'm going to crochet 41 chain stitches. So once I crocheted 41 chain stitches, I will start to work the first row with single crochet. The whole bag is worked with a single crochet, so it's very beginner friendly. So we are going to skip the first chain from the hook and insert the hook at the second chain from the hook. So here is the first chain from the hook, and I will skip this one and I will insert the hook in the second chain from the hook, and I will work single crochet. So skip the first one, insert in the second chain, pull through, you have 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. I recommend to put a marker over here so you don't lose this stitch. Continue crocheting single crochet stitches until the end of the row. In total you are going to have 40 single crochet stitches. Okay, here we are. I finished 40 single crochet stitches and my work looks like this. So now we are going to, if you want to make the bag bigger, then you just have more chains. Of course, add always 1 chain for the return because we always skip the first chain. So for the second row, 1 chain, turn your work. Here is the first chain, skip this one and insert the hook on the second stitch from the hook. So skip this one and insert in this stitch over here. Both loops, so it's like this. Yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And of course it's better if you put a marker over here so you don't lose the end, the stitch. Okay, so again to the second stitch, insert the hook, to the next stitch, sorry, pull through and single crochet, and continue single crochet until the end of the row. In total you are going to have 40 single crochet. You have to keep that number once in a while. That's why I say it's good to have the markers, so once in a while, once you count, you see exactly that you have the same amount of stitches and you don't lose stitches at the ends, because then your work is going to be like, you know, strange shape and we don't want that. So continue crocheting single crochet until the end of the row. And here we are. This is the second row, and I guess from here it's very easy, because once you finish the second row, one chain again, turn your work, and again you repeat the second row over and over again. So again, I'm just going to say very quickly. Now I continue repeating the second row, so skip the first chain from the hook, which is this one, and then insert the hook on the second stitch from the hook, and again single crochet. So skip this one and insert on the second chain, on the second stitch from the hook, and single crochet. Again, I will put a marker because I don't want to lose this stitch, and I will continue crocheting single crochet until the end of the row. It's just the repetition of the second row, and this is the third row. It is going to look like this. So again, continue crocheting single crochet stitches until the end of the row. You will have again 40 single crochet stitches. Do not forget to count your stitches once in a while, and keep repeating the second row, forth and back. Okay, here it is. I did finish the panel, and the panel will look like this. I did in total 24 rows, forth and back, repeating the same pattern of the second row as I told you. You can do it even bigger if you want to. Okay, so the size of this rectangle is 27 centimeters approximately on the length, and height, the width, and the height is 16 centimeters. You can do it bigger if you want to. Okay, so then it's easy because at the end you just cut the yarn, so I didn't show that. And then you just do two same panels with the same size. Once these two panels are ready, I am going to do the bottom here, the side, and the handle over here. For that, I'm just going to use one piece. For that piece, again, I'm going to use single crochet, and just is going to be smaller than this. Okay, so for the depth of the bag and for the shoulder strap, okay, I am going to crochet one piece. So first I'm going to start with slip knot, and then I'm going to crochet 17 chain stitches, and one stitch is for the turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. Once I finished 17 stitches, I am going to skip the first chain and insert the hook on the second chain from the hook. So as you can see, this is the first chain, and insert the hook on the second chain from the hook. Pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 stitches, and I'm working a single crochet stitch again. A marker again, and then I will continue to crochet single crochet stitches on each hook until the end of the chain stitches, and in total there are going to be 16 single crochet stitches, because one was for the turning. Here it is. Once I finished 16 single crochet stitches for the first row, one chain, turn my work, and then I will continue to crochet the second row again with single crochet stitches. I will skip the first chain from the hook as we did for the bodice, for the front and back panels, and insert the hook in the second stitch from the hook. So let's insert the hook and pull through. Again, yarn over, pull through, and this is the first single crochet of the second row, and then keep repeating single crochet on each stitch to the end of the row, in totally 16 single crochet stitches. And here it is, the second row finished, and keep crocheting forth and back, 16 single crochet stitches. So I will show you now how my work looks like once I finish the full length that I need. Okay, you guys, here it is. I did finish my piece. I can't say exact, I mean I can count but you know, it's a lot of work. So let me just give you some measurements over here so you know exactly how many centimeters is, and yeah, you can do yours the same. Okay, you guys, I do want to show you exactly the length. So here it is of the whole, this is the strap, the bottom and the side of the bag. I will show you later how to assemble it. So it's pretty long, and I did had to lie it flat because yeah, so like this I can get the right measurements. So it is long, as you can see, 131 centimeters long, and the width is approximately 10 centimeters. Yeah, so this is the measurements. These are the measurements of the full strap, handle, bottom piece. Okay, and yeah, so let's move on to the next step. Okay, so for the next step, we're gonna have to first put the lining in. For the lining, I have chose this fabric, kind of cotton. Yeah, but there is no elastic in, but I like how the color reflects. I like to do a very beautiful inside lining, so I'm gonna use this one. And what I'm gonna do is just cut the rectangles, same size as the front and the two panels, the same size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same amount. I will cut the fabric the same size as the rectangle, not leaving a little bit of more fabric, because I don't need that. Two pieces like that. And then here, so this piece I am going to line as well, and so I'm going to cut the lining with the blue color again in the same size. Okay, 10 centimeters and 131 centimeters long, you know, to cover exactly this piece. So let me just first cut those, and then I will show you how am I going to line all the three pieces, and then the total assembling. I took some pins like this, so I'm gonna pin all the pieces together, so yeah, they will not move around. You can choose any side, they are both the same. First make them very plain and start pinning. Do the same with all the other pieces. And here are all the three pieces all pinned up. And now I'm going to show you the sewing, which is not any kind of fancy sewing. Same color thread and the sewing needle. So let me just show you. I am going to actually move this one a little bit away because it's on the way. So just in, and I am going to leave quite some out. This part I'm going to leave it out because I'm going to do the sewing of the panels, so I don't want to have trouble. It is approximately 1 centimeter, you know, but you can even a little bit less or a little bit more. So approximately like this, I'm gonna leave all around and on every side, even for the long panel. Just fold it like this. You can fold and pin it again and then sew over. I'm just gonna do it this way. But you can just do that as well, like fold it and then pin it, and then you have everything ready and then just sew around. So yeah, I'm gonna just start from here and just sew, but I'm not gonna do any crazy fancy sewing. You can do different ways, just grabbing a little here, not all the way through to the back, not like that, just a little bit here, the yarn, and then the top over here. Very delicate sewing, if I may say so. You don't need some kind of heavy stitch or, you know, just like that. On the way I will keep moving the pins because yeah, sometimes they make bumps like this, and yeah, it's not that nice. So I'm gonna do this and pin it over here. Yeah, I'm gonna pin it a little bit, very easy pin. Yeah, and then keep sewing. Yeah, and here at the corner again I'm gonna move a little bit the pins and then fold. Again, I do want to leave space, approximately 1 centimeter or so. Yeah, just like that. This is how my work looks like. Two sides. I'm gonna continue sewing all around, and then I'm gonna continue sewing the lining of all other pieces, and then I'm going to show you how to assemble the whole bag. Okay, you guys, so here I am. I did lined everything. You can see the sewing, so everything is lined. Now the next thing that I want to do is to sew two sides of each panel, front and back panel. I want to sew these little triangles from inside because I want the bag to be a little bit around over here. So next, what I'm gonna do, let me show you. I will just make a triangle like this, which is approximately 2 centimeters. Yeah, 2 centimeters. I will just pin it. Again, the same in the other side, 2 centimeters. And pin it. What I mean by 2 centimeters is just this, the triangle, this side here of the triangle. This is the triangle. So this, the height of the triangle is 2 centimeters. So I'm gonna do the same on the other one, on the other panel. Next thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to sew them with the same, you can use any color you want to, but I just have this one on my hands now. So I am going to sew this together with this other part, just a little bit, yeah, so it will not go out. Again, very simple sew, and I will put this from the inside, like this. And one more time on the way back. So that's how it will look like. So I'm gonna do the same here and also on the other panel, and then I will show you the sewing of the bag. Okay, you guys, here are also both panels. As you can see, I did sew them. I did sew them very well, but 2 times all around, and now I do want to show you how to assemble the bag. So the idea is this, the lining is from the inside, so one on top of the other, and these sides correspond, and the next thing is that all this is going to go around, but I'm not gonna sew these two at the end here, but at the top, somewhere here probably, because I do want to make a node over here in one of the sides. So first I am going to, I think I am going to attach this side. The knot, I'm going to do it in this side. My point is I'm going to leave a little bit here because I don't know how much exactly I'm going to use here for the knot, so I will just leave a little bit over here. So the rest I'm going to do the knot, and the rest I'm going to sew it together with the other. I will leave maybe, I don't know, maybe 7-8 centimeters, let's say 7 centimeters, like this. It's not an exact number. And then I'm going to start sewing the panels. I am going to sew them like this, the lining from the outside, and then I will just turn inside out because I don't want the edge to show. So first let me pin, then here we have to pin it all around again. Now we pin this side. Okay, and the next corner. Pin also this side and then do the sewing. Let me see exactly where I started here. So it's gonna be, I guess, here. So you have to level up. Where you started the other one, will have to start the pinning of the other side as well. Okay, this is important. And pin again. Again, I will pin on the other side, and then I will continue the rest over here, so I don't have any this side higher or lower than the other side. So let me just find exactly. Level up and pin. I will pin a little here in the middle, so then I have the right amount over here and the right amount over here. Because sometimes here it will get more ruffly if you leave too much fabric material over there. So the next thing that I will do now, once everything is pinned, I will just use the same yarn, the velvet yarn, and then I will sew all around. So now I'm going to start sewing all around. I'm going to use the same yarn and some a tapestry needle. I don't suggest to make very long strands of yarn because sometimes when you sew too much with this yarn, it will just be fluffy and will go apart. So small strands, I suggest small strands, and I'm gonna do it by 2 because I want to have like very strong sewing. So I'm going to start, you can start wherever you want to. I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna get these 2. Let me show you here. Very simple sewing. I'm going to sew these 2, so be sure to just sew this side over here with this side over here. This will guide you a lot, the lining will guide you a lot. So just here, and I will go up to here and go back because I did not want to have the knot on top here. Yeah, just very simple sewing, and in and out, and in both sides, in, and then again in the other side. Pull and do the same, continue all around. Try to be consistent and not go too down, too up, things like that. But I think your work will guide you. Just do that. Continue sewing all around until the end over here, and then I will go again one more time back to sew everything very well. Here at the corners, you know, you just have to be a little careful. So here you have your guidance, but over here probably you have to grab this stitches like this, you know, the corner, because we did sew this part, so there is no, how to say, there is no space like this, but you can grab this. Here is one side already sewn up twice. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So this side twice again. Okay, so once all the sewing here is done on both sides, I will turn from inside out. And yeah, here is the roundness that I wanted. Now we have here this shoulder strap. And for that, first I want to do the sewing. I do want to sew. I do want to attach very well these two corners here. Because they're loose, I do want to attach them, and then I will start to sew this folded by 2, and I will leave without sewing maybe like this. So again, with the same tapestry needle and the same yarn, I am going to sew. So I will start a little bit from here, go back, attach these two very well, and go back and sewing this way, because I don't want to have the knot here. So I will just insert the needle first in one of these sides from the inside and fix there, and I have the knot and place it in. And now I am going to sew like in a circle like this, like over the edge. Okay, I'm going to sew over the edge. This makes it a little bit more invisible, I think. So I'm going to the end, and making sure to attach this end here with this end here, these two corners. Do want to attach them very well, grabbing this corner and then the other corner like this. And then now I just can go back again where I did sew here, but very light. Okay, and now I'm just gonna continue sewing all the way. Okay, and here we are. I did sew all the way up to here. I left this side. So actually this should lay in the middle. So I need to place it a little bit with my hands like this and give it some shape. So it's gonna be like this. And now I need to do the knot. Of course, with time, the knot will be smaller if you put a lot of stuff in the bag, but once in a while, I think you can just give it like an opening like this. You can open a little bit, make it a little bit fluffy, okay? Don't just leave it like that. And then again, make sure that the sewing is in the middle, like this. Okay, now we need to do the other side of the sewing. So we're gonna sew first over here. I will sew this two, and then once these two pieces are two edges here are sewn, it's going to be like this. And then I'm just gonna do the same what I did in the other side, just sew from here, continue sewing from the outside, and again grab these two sides over here, and that's it. Once this is sewed, and here how it looks like. And now we are just going to continue to do the sewing from here all around, and that's it. Okay, you guys, here it is. I did finished all the sewing. And it is important that you put out the edges very, very well. You do that, I think you should do that, and it will give a very, very nice shape. Now the next thing, a lot of you can just use it like that because it's not a big deal, but I do want to put a zipper in, and I did found one that matched the color. And actually this is not exactly a bag zipper, but I have ordered one but hasn't come yet, so I'm just gonna use this one, which is for clothes. But the way as you apply it to the zipper for the bag, the bag zipper, is the same that I'm going to use here. So yeah, I'm gonna change it once I get the other zipper. So for now I'm just gonna use this one, and it is better first to pin it and then do the sewing. The pinning is very important because it will help you do the perfect sewing. I don't want the zipper to be seen very much, so the edge here, it's going to be exactly right at the edge over there. So let's just pin until the end. So same as here, I will pin the other side, but for the other side I should open. Okay, so once the pinning is done, it's easier to sew, and I am going to actually use some thread that really is similar to the yarn, because I don't want to have the yarn being seen. So I'm gonna use thread that is very similar right here at the edge, because I do not want to have the zipper showing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to, if you see here, I hope you can see, I'm going to sew right here at the edge, right here where I have all this, right here. This is where my sewing is gonna go. That is what is going to guide me. So I think I can take out this. That is what is going to guide you as well, I think. That the sewing should be right here. Where is this line over here? And actually you can't see anything at all. Perfect. Because the thread, just when you pull it a little bit tight, just gets right in to that velvet, so you can't actually see anything. Okay, I'm happy with it, so I'm just gonna continue sewing like that. And yeah, you do the same if you are doing this bag. So let me finish the sewing till the end, also in the other side. And again, I will show you the end product, I mean the end project, how the project looks like. Probably you have seen it at the beginning, but I think doesn't harm to see again how it is going to look like. And of course, I hope you like this tutorial, and just let me know in the comment section down below. So how does it look like?